You are listening to Peak One Sports.
Welcome, one and all, to Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network. We want to thank you for joining us tonight for another week of Texas high school football. I'm Ross Bates, as always, on the call for you, joined by the best Peak One producer Ashton Nix and Peak One technical engineer Tony Nix. And if you're joining us via Facebook or YouTube, make sure you get involved. Remember, we do this for you, folks, whether you're a student or a staff member who couldn't get to the game, a friend or a family member of one of the players, or maybe you just love Texas high school football. We invite you to get in on the chat and comments. Tell us who you're rooting for. Tell us where you're watching from. Show some support, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to make sure that you stay up to date with the latest sports news and events. Tonight, we've got another District 3 4A Division II matchup for you as the hungry for a win herd of Bridgeport Bulls stampede into the newest stadium in Texas, Eagle Mountain High School, overlooking that beautiful downtown Fort Worth skyline to take on the Knights, who are looking to defend their realm. Stay tuned. In just a moment, we'll be right back with a look at these two teams as a part of the Pinnacle Bank pregame show right here on Friday Night Football, live on the Peak One Sports Network.
There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank in Texas, we're Texas in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
With 2 decades of design and graphics experience, Apogee Graphics provides a wide variety of print options to meet your advertising needs. Visit apogeegraphics.com and take your vision to new heights.
And now it's time for the Pinnacle Bank pregame show. Pinnacle Bank is not just a bank in Texas, it's Texas in a bank. Let's start off by taking a look at these Bridgeport Bulls, who are entering tonight looking for a big win to boost their district standings. Right now, they're 0-2 in district play with an overall record of 2-5 and a game behind Eagle Mountain in district play. So tonight's game stands to either separate these two teams further or tie it up, as a win for the Bulls would put them even with the Knights, both district records and overall records for the season. As I mentioned before, this herd of Bulls is hungry for a win tonight, coming off of 3 consecutive losses, starting with a loss at Carrollton Ranchview 13-44, followed by a loss at Mineral Wells 13-35, and finally with a blowout loss at home against Graham 0-56. Bridgeport has had 22 playoff appearances in their history, however, none in recent years, if they've finished the last 6 consecutive seasons with a losing record. As for the Knights of Eagle Mountain, Still in their inaugural season, they'll be looking to build on the successes of last week, coming off a victory against Burke Burnett by a score of 49-26 after taking that loss the week before to the district-leading Brock Eagles. And they lost that one 7-42. Currently, the Knights are 3-4 overall, 1-1 in district play, so they'll be attempting to achieve that even record and go 2-1 in district with the win against Mineral Wells earlier in the year. Keep in mind the Knights are sitting at third in the district because of that tiebreaker win. So they'll also be looking to take a step forward. Head coach Jeremy Mullins and his staff have told us this week is just another week for him, and that primary focus for them is going to be the game tonight. And they're not focusing on anything else when it comes to their record or standings other than, of course, giving everything on the field, which he definitely expects out of his team tonight. We're going to take another short break, and when we return, we'll talk a little weather for tonight's game, as well as a quick look at the rosters for both teams before we get set for kickoff on Friday Night Football, live right here on the Peak One Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Hello, fellow dog lovers. Korri Bennett here, owner and head trainer at the Dapper Dog Academy, located in Cleburne, Texas. As a passionate dog enthusiast, I've dedicated nearly 10 years to helping you and your furry friends achieve a happy and harmonious relationship. Whether you are seeking basic obedience or have specific behavioral goals, I tailor each training session to meet the unique needs of your pup. My goal is to make training an enjoyable experience for you and your dog. Contact the Dapper Dog Academy on Facebook or at the number below and let us help you bring out the very best in your furry family member.
Your go-to destination for mouth-watering Texas barbecue is right here in Fort Worth. Try Red's Barbecue today, located at 7335 Boat Club Road, and sink your teeth into some delicious barbecue smoked low and slow over authentic Texas post oak wood. That's Red's Barbecue, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Drive-thru now available.
And just in time for the Eagle Mountain Knights to take the field. Welcome back, folks. Glad you could join us here for the Pinnacle Bank pregame show. Once again, we invite you to get in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. And if you do, we might even give you a little shout out here on the air. Tonight's weather update and the score updates for tonight are going to be brought to you by the Burleson Buzz. Kickoff set just a short time away for 7 p.m. tonight. About 15 minutes after sunset, as those fast approaching fall temperatures have yet to arrive. But it shouldn't be too bad for the players tonight, as it'll cool off heading into the evening. Currently at 82 degrees, expected to drop into the mid-70s, with winds out of the southwest running from right to left on your screen at about 8 miles an hour, with gusts up to 13 miles an hour. Looking at these two rosters, it's easy to see there's a lot of talent on both sides of the ball for both teams. Let's see if we can check in with Ashton. Now, you here with us?
Yeah, Ross. I mean, obviously looking at the Eagle Mountain quarterback, Vindiola, I mean, he's going to be the key to this game.
Yeah, Bryson Vindiola got that big arm. We talk about him a lot each game, looking to make those big plays. Don't forget Cameron Henderson. He is a sophomore, but he's 6'3", 165. And then, of course, we've got Alexander Burton. He's another sophomore, 5'8", 140. He'll be number 14 tonight. Cameron Henderson, number 4. And Bryson Vindiola will be number 2. On the defensive side of the ball, Jace Lunsford, definitely a name we'll be saying tonight. Make sure you're looking out for the 6'2", 190 junior. Keegan Szymanski, a sophomore, 6 foot, 190. And of course, led by head coach Jeremy Mullins. So talk about talent. We did a little profile on him, Ashton, at the beginning of the season, talking about some of his history in and around the area. And so, yeah, I'm excited about this one. One thing I'll say I noticed, Ashton, tell me what your thoughts are on this one. Those last 3 games for Bridgeport were pretty big losses, right? And, we've noticed that Eagle Mountain has been able to put up quite a few points in some games. So what are your thoughts on, kind of that matchup?
Yeah, I'm thinking this Eagle Mountain offense has a great opportunity to really, for lack of a better term, knock their doors off. Definitely have the opportunity. We've seen Eagle Mountain. We followed them even when we're doing, Saginaw Chisholm Trail games. And it seems that they do have a tendency to start slow, but we always keep checking in with them. They end up getting the win in the end.
And as we see the captains shaking hands out there on the middle of the field, captains for Bridgeport are going to be number 0. Let's see here, number 24, number 70, and number 54. I'll get the names for you here in just a second, folks. And then on the Eagle Mountain side, looks like the captains will be number 11, number 70, number 8, and number 5. So let's take a look there. Number 11 for Eagle Mountain, Tyler Self, the safety junior, 6 foot 185. Definitely a name we've said quite a few times too. Let's see here. We got number 70, Austin James. He's also a junior. Number 8 is Terry Starks. And we like seeing Terry Starks run, man. He's got that speed. He's a junior, 5'8", 160. And then, of course, last but not least, number 5, Justin Fox, the outside linebacker, junior, 6'2", 190. Captains for Bridgeport. 0 is going to be Melvin Lujan. He's a tight end and a linebacker. He's a senior. And so I'm sure we'll see maybe some good routes with them. All right, and it looks like we've got kind of an answer here how we're doing for the kickoff. And so let's go ahead. Let's take just a real quick break. We're going to pay a couple bills, and then we'll be back right in time for kickoff here on Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network.
In a land far away, where creativity knows no bounds, there's a place where your imagination comes to life. At Apogee Graphics, we transform your ideas into stunning reality with top quality prints and 3D creations. Whether near or far, let your story unfold. Apogee Graphics. Take your vision to new heights.
Thank you for calling the Pizza Bistro. Are you calling to order pickup or delivery? In case you didn't know, you can now order online at pizzatx.com. It's quick, easy, and convenient. Do it once and we'll save your address and preferences for future orders for even faster ordering. You can also download our app to your iPhone or Android device. It's practically like having a piece of pizza in your pocket. Search the Pizza Bistro in your phone's app store today. The downside is you'll never be able to hear this incredibly well-produced and cheerful on-hold message ever again. Guess what? Okay, we'll just tell you. The Boat Club Road location has a new game room for both kids and adults that has shiny new machines so cool you'll never want to leave. We also have games you can play right at your table. Trivia, ring toss, tic-tac-toe, and more. Hunker down and have a cold drink and a delicious pizza while you challenge your friends and family with fun entertainment for everyone. There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank in Texas, we're Texas in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Well, folks, pregame festivities are over, and so it is about time to get started here. Keep in mind, while other restaurants are bumping up their prices to cover the rising cost of food, the Pizza Bistro has found a way to offer you their most popular pizzas at a reduced rate. A yummy large cheese pizza for just $8. A fan favorite pepperoni pizza, just $10 for a large. It's pretty thrifty, right? So it looks like Eagle Mountain will be receiving the kickoff. And I'm sure Coach Mullins will be excited to get his offense out there on the field, led by Bryson Vindiola. The kicker for Bridgeport is going to be Camille Uribe. He is number 20. He is a sophomore. And they'll line up to get ready for the kick. And it is football time in Texas. Short kick about to the 30. And he was trying to get away, wasn't able to get too far, but that was Avon Bolden, the sophomore wide receiver for the Knights. So as we get set, just as a reminder, folks, make sure you follow Peak One Sports on all of your social media platforms to stay up to date with the latest sports news and events. Follow at Peak One Sports today. And so we will see Vendiola in the shotgun. And it's a handoff up the middle. Able to shake a couple and get up just past the 35-yard line. It looked like Terry Starks. A little bit of a hurry up here, maybe trying to take advantage of a set there, and a nice big run by Starks out to the left side will get him up past the 40. So that's going to bring up third down. It'll be third and short. We'll call it maybe 3rd and 4. Now keep in mind, Texas high school football, we do the 12-minute quarters. So if you're, just wondering, no, you didn't miss anything. There is just about a minute in the game. So we're about coming under 11 minutes right now. Vendiola's got 2 men in the backfield with him and a man in motion. Looks like another handoff, this time to the right side. And it looks a little short, not enough to get the first down. So Starks and the rest of the offense will head back to the sideline, and we might be looking at a punt here, folks. That Bridgeport defense definitely did a pretty good job of closing up some of those holes for Starks. So Coach Mullins probably wanting to wait just a moment to debut that rocket arm of Vendiola. And it's a fake. And he's going up, and it looks good from here, folks. And they're fighting, pushing. And we'll see. Let's see the signal, and the signal is good, so it will be a first down. But they got me on that one, Ashton. Did they get you on that one too?
Yeah, for sure. Went to the wide angle to catch the punt, and inside their own territory. It was a ballsy call.
Yeah, a little aggressive, but if it works, you call it smart. So now we'll have 1st and 10. Ball is going to be on the 45. Vendiola. Another handoff up the middle. This time, a little more room. Good for another few yards is Starks. Well, folks, let Peak One Sports get you ready for your sports weekend. Make sure you listen to the leadoff this Saturday, so tomorrow on the Peak One Sports Network. Got a big announcement for you guys, so make sure you're tuning in. I know I'll be tuned in. I'm ready for it, and I'm excited. So make sure you check us out tomorrow, Ashton and Tony on the leadoff. So we'll go with a 3-wide set and a little pitch out to the flat there. This time, ball is caught by Starks. It looked like he got up right near that original line of scrimmage. Just couldn't turn that corner, get out of the backfield. So now it's going to be 3rd and 7. Well, folks, make sure you're getting in the comments, letting us know where you're watching from. If there's one of the players that you're watching for, make sure you let us know that too. Get your shout outs on, let us know who you think's going to win, and if you think we'll see a big play. Vendiola back looking, fires down the field, and it's caught. Unbelievable catch. Diving catch right there made by Cathan Middleton. He's a junior, 6'1", 155, and boy, that speed, he broke right past that defender for a huge gain to bring up first down for the Knights. Now inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 15. What an exciting play. Let's see what they have in store now. Vindiola hands it off to Starks. Starks out, bounces out left. Got one man to beat, and he gets tripped up right at the 10. We'll see if they spot it at the 10 or the 9, but so a little different. I haven't thought of an off-topic topic of the week this week for you guys. I was hoping maybe we get some of you guys into the chat, you know, try to maybe give us some ideas for it. You know, last week we did the Halloween costumes. I thought that went pretty well. We ended up with the ghost as the most basic, but maybe after this play we'll check in with Ashton and see if he's got an idea for this week's topic of the week. So 3 wide set for Vindiola, man in motion. And he's going to keep it this time and cannot get past that defender. Well, let him go, but still brought him down, and looks like it's going to go for a loss on the play. So they will reset the yardage markers.
Yeah, Ross. Last year, I know we did something about like favorite Halloween candy. Maybe we'll kind of do that with Halloween coming up. What about, what is some controversial Halloween? What do you like? What Halloween candy do you like that most people don't? I'll tell you one. I like candy corn that gets a lot of hate.
Yeah, well, we are definitely a booth full of candy corn fans because I am a candy corn kid. Let us know in the chat if you like candy corn or if that's a no-go for you as we get set for Vindiola to take the snap. Looks like another handoff to Starks, and he got caught up right there on the line.
I'll tell you another one that I enjoy that gets a little bit of hate are Twizzlers. I love Twizzlers.
Ooh, Twizzlers. Yeah, those little fun packs, man. Those are awesome.
I'm not liking how much in common we have, Ross, with this candy. You're the only person I know that's like candy corn and Twizzlers.
And so Jack Garcia for the field goal attempt. And it is no good. So I'm not sure if that got tipped just a little bit, or if that was just maybe that 1 out of 99 that Jack Garcia doesn't hit. But, you know, he was on fire these last couple games that we've watched him. Hey, if you're looking to help your team elevate their gameplay, then visit highandtight.com, where they're redefining ball security training. Get your team ready with highandtight.com's top-rated training aids that provide instant feedback to players. Use promo code PEAK1 for a 10% discount and help secure your team's success today. So now we're going to see the Bulls, and the quarterback's going to keep it and take off with it. He's met immediately by the defense, but boy, they're pushing. They are pushing, and we're going to see. Oh my goodness, there's a fumble. It looks like Eagle Mountain might have come up with the ball, folks. We're getting signals from officials, so I guess just as quick as they went off the field, or might come back on. We're going to see here. Yep, looks like Bridgeport offense going to the sideline.
Yeah, Ross, the Bridgeport defenders were being pretty adamant that his knee was on the ground, but not sure the review rules in high school, but it looks like Bridgeport's defense is coming on, so they're just going to let it go.
Yeah. Unfortunately, folks, our cameras aren't able to get in there at that angle to double check on it. But you know, if you're watching it and you're an Eagle Mountain fan, I'm sure you won't mind that they're going to take back over this time on the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Nice little power play to Starks over the right tackle. Good for a few. So Dylan Hunter, the quarterback for Bridgeport, will be credited with the fumble. And now we'll see Vindiola in that, looking to the sideline to the staff, get the right calls. Got his 3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield, out of the gun. And Vindiola launches it to the end zone corner, and just off the tip of his fingers. But there's a flag. Oh my goodness. Well, I wonder what this one will be. I bet it's a pass interference on the defense, which will be an incredible spot for the Knights to take over. Also look to get the first down. And on the contrary, there we go. Okay. I was starting to wonder if maybe they were going to walk the other way. Maybe it was an offensive penalty, but looks like it is going to be against Bridgeport. That's going to put them in a position that they don't want to be. So they're going to spot the ball here on the 12-yard line. So still 1st and 10, not quite 1st and goal, but they are in the red zone. And look at this neat formation they've got. 2 men off the right side of Vindiola, hand off to Starks, but that Bridgeport defense saw it right away, got in there. That looked like Cade Tackle. What a great last name for a football player, Tackle. Cade Tackle, he's a senior and sent on the blitz there to get in the backfield, found Starks, and they will get him for a loss. So that'll bring up about 2nd and 14 now. Ball's going to be on the 16. So another handoff to Starks on the right side, going out wide, and this time he's met again by one of those Bridgeport Bull defenders. This time Jose Vasquez, the senior linebacker. We mentioned him earlier in that Pinnacle Break pregame show, folks. He's a big boy. Definitely not someone that I would want to run into, so credit where credit's due. Terry Starks out there running courageously. Now I'm noticing this time we've got the two, kind of like an ace formation. And Vindiola's going to keep it. It's a reverse. And he's back around the other side. And then it's a hill. It's a pass to the end zone. And he is out of bounds. Unbelievable. Wide open. Wide open. Incredible play. Design there. And execution, but just unfortunately that pass a little too far outside, and when he caught it, his feet were not in bounds. So somewhat of a heartbreaker after you see the play there, and then on top of that, a flag on the play. So looks like holding on the offense. Let's try to get a score update going. Brought to you by the Burleson Buzz. Ashton, what do you got for us?
Yeah, Ross, it'll be a while before we get some live score updates from tonight because this is an early game starting at 7 o'clock. But from last night, a little bit Thursday night football, we have Frisco over Lebanon Trail 21-9.
Wow. Well, Thursday night football is always good. I like football anytime. It looks like Kathan Middleton is coming back in for the Knights. Terry Starks just offset to Bryson Vindiola. 3 wide this time. Let's see what they have in store. Vindiola looking to fire, gets rid of it. And this time it's caught. It is caught. He comes down with it. Excellent catch. All right, and that looked like number 5. That's going to be Justin. Oh, correction. That's what I saw, but, maybe a little bit of a trick play there. So, excellent. Now we'll get set here to see the extra point attempt by the Knights with a little bit of that confusion there as they switch up formation. Garcia back out this time. And you can bet he is definitely motivated to get this one through as the Knights take a 7-point lead over the Bulls. Well, let's take a quick break, folks. We're going to be right back with you with more coverage of Eagle Mountain and Bridgeport right here on Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network. Welcome back, folks. We did confirm that was Justin Fox. He's listed as an outside linebacker, but being 6'2", 190, you know, that's definitely a big target in the end zone, so makes sense why Coach Mullins would go there. Hey, if you're looking to make your brand stand out, Apogee Graphics specializes in bringing your creative ideas to life. From custom signs and decals to eye-catching posters and innovative 3D products, Apogee Graphics has got you covered. And we'll see if the Eagle Mountain special teams can keep the returner covered on this one. Big kick by Garcia. And he's going to return, going out to that right side and caught right away. Oh my goodness, brought down. And folks, that's about as close as you get to the 5. If it's not at the 5, that you can get. So excellent coverage from the Eagle Mountain special teams. And boy, and that just worked out. So now we'll get to see another Eagle Mountain defensive stand. Of course, the Eagle Mountain fans hoping that they can come up with another turnover. Kind of an interesting formation with 2 men wide to the left, but the quarterback keeping it again, and this time bottled up. And he's going to be taken down, and that's probably going to go down for a loss on the play. If you're seeking a superior energy drink to replace those inferior caffeinated beverages, W contains 0 maltodextrin, 0 artificial colors or dyes, and 0 proprietary blends. The coffee fruit extract is the star of this delicious drink, helping you to energize without the jitters or crash. Order W using code PEAK1 and enjoy 10% off your order today. So 5 wide, way out back, fires out, it's intercepted. Nope, never mind. Sorry, folks. Hard to see up here. I thought he caught that one. It looked like he caught it, but did not come up with it. So we'll go to 3rd down now, 3rd and long for the Bulls, and they're going to stay in that 5 wide formation.
You know, Ross, I don't know if this is pink gloves, but a little bit close brown. I thought they were 7-2.
So another 5 wide formation for the Bulls. Dropping back, he's looking left, find a man on the slant. That's gonna be number 10, and boy, he's crossed the field. Can he get away? Stumbling almost up to that 1st down marker. Ryan Hunter, the senior wide receiver for Bridgeport, with a big gain, and looked a little short to me, but we're going to see where they mark it. It looks like they are going to credit him with the 1st down. So we'll call it 1st and 10 from the 19. Dylan Hunter. Nice little gain there, brings up 2nd down. And we got about 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes left to go in the 1st quarter. Eagle Mountain Knights up 7-0 over the Bridgeport Bulls. We've seen some pretty great play by the Knights tonight. And this one's going to be a handoff up the middle and met. We'll see if they could keep pushing. Nope, brought down. So we'll get a 3rd down attempt here. And it looks like we've got number 14 in the backfield there, Cole Pritchard now. And it's a direct snap, and that's why he's going to take it right up the middle, get that 1st down, and more, and he fumbled again. Now let's see if the referees say, no, they're saying he's down, it looks like. So we'll do a quick score update here in just a few. After the 1st down. Maybe we'll get one in after this play. I'm sure we can find Ashton around somewhere. All right, so we've got Dylan Hunter in the backfield with Cole Pritchard. And he's running with it. He's trying to get away. Little shake move, misses his man, and then slides kind of. Got a little bit of a slide going on. Was Dylan Hunter. So we're seeing a lot of these direct QB runs. Ashton, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it seems like the Eagle Mountain defense had them down there, third and long, deep in their own territory, and then get that first down and got the momentum back.
They needed it. So we'll go with another 4 wide, and it looks like Pritchard again, the lone man in the backfield, and we'll get a stoppage of play. Oh, because of the end of the first quarter. All right, so what do you think, Ashton? You think we could do a quick sports, score update? Or
I have a few games here. We have Lamar over Arlington 14-0. Argyle over Burleson 21-0. All these games, by the way, are still in the first quarter. Highland Park over Cleburne 14-0. North Crowley playing Boswell tonight. We're friends of Boswell. 7-0. North Crowley leads that one. Dunbar trailing Godley 3-0, and Crowley over Mansfield Legacy right now in the first quarter 7-0.
All right, well, as we get ready to start the second quarter, the Bulls will be moving from left to right across your screen. We'll take a quick break and be right back for you. Actually, never mind. Let's stay with it. Looks like they're coming out. So that was poor management by me, folks. All right. The Dapper Dog Academy is a top-notch dog training academy located in Cleburne, Texas. Owner and head trainer Korri Bennett has nearly 10 years experience helping your canine companions become the best version of themselves. Contact Korri and the Dapper Dog Academy on Facebook and book your consultation today. So Hunter with another 5 wide set. It's working pretty good to spread the Eagle Mountain defense out, but this time it didn't go as planned, as the Eagle Mountain defenders were able to get back there, led by Jaden Hernandez, a junior, coming in 6 feet, 200 pounds. Able to make a stop on that play, get a short loss to bring up 2nd and 11 from the 46 with just about 11.5 minutes to go in the first half. Looked like a fake. Quarterback throws out to his man out on the right side, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds close to the 40. That's going to be Ryan Hunter. So we've got Ryan Hunter and Dylan Hunter, both listed. Well, one's listed as a senior wide receiver and one's listed as a junior quarterback. Can't help but wonder if they're brothers, folks. So if you're watching and you have any knowledge of the Bridgeport Bulls, make sure you let us know if they are brothers. And if so, that would make a lot of sense why they're throwing to each other so much. Let's go ahead. All right, so as we get set for another 1st and 10 from the 39, this one will be a quick handoff up the middle. Also, just kind of keeping it in mind, folks, we do have our topic of the week. We try to do it every week for you here on Peak One. This week is, we're doing Halloween candy. So Ashton and I both had the hot, scary opinions of candy corn is pretty good. But make sure you get involved in that chat. Let us know who you're watching for, who you're rooting for, and let us know what your favorite Halloween candy is. All right, this time Pritchard throws it out to the flat, and it looks like it gets dropped. So they'll blow the play dead. That one was intended for Quentin Vidal. So now 3rd and 8 from the 37. Make sure you guys that are watching us, we got a little bit here. We got Landon Miller in the chat. Let's see here. And Juan Medina, yes, they are in fact brothers. Well, thank you so much, Juan. Thanks for the help on that. So we'll see if he goes to his brother here. And this time, nope. Just a little high and outside. So that'll bring up 4th down for the Bulls. And 4th and 8, you know, from here might not be the best to go for it, but we'll have to see what Aaron Cupp, the head coach of Bridgeport, along with Frank Wilson, the offensive coordinator, you know, if they're going to do something. We got a substitution coming on here. Let's see.
I'd honestly go in and try to draw them off sides, maybe. 3rd and 8's a little rich, or 4th and 8's a little rich for my blood, but maybe you could shorten that up.
Well, that 5-wide set's been working out pretty good for Bridgeport. This time, he looked like he was going to go, and maybe if he had, he would have been able to get quite a few yards, but had second thoughts on that one. And so, unfortunately, Dylan Hunter brought down on 4th down for a turnover on downs. Make sure you join us, and sometimes, you know, a randomly rotating group of guys on the sports page every Wednesday night as we discuss our favorite teams and sports news highlights from across the sports spectrum. The sports page every Wednesday night right here on the Peak One Sports Network. And so we'll see that Eagle Mountain offense back out on the field with just over 10 minutes to play. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 42 for Vindiola. Looks like a handoff to Starks, who is caught right away. And that tackle brought to you courtesy of Nathan Singleton, showing the speed getting back there. And of course, we can shout out, we've got Landon Miller, number 6 for Eagle Mountain, coming in. He's a junior. He's 5'8", 140. And that is definitely, we love seeing the support. And again, that's why we do it, folks. You know, if you can't make the game, we want you to be able to watch your friends, your family, whether you're here in the area or out of state or around the world. We have it for you. So Vindiola's going to hand it off again. This time he's got lots of room, and finally brought down from behind as he crosses the 50 and gets near the 40 is Terry Starks. Attention coaches, you can improve your team's ball security and fumble no more. HighAndTight.com is redefining the way your athletes learn to protect the ball with top-rated tools that provide instant feedback. Visit HighAndTight.com using promo code PEAK1 to receive 10% off and start elevating your game today. And make sure you follow Peak One Sports on all of your social media platforms to stay up to date with the latest sports news and events. We had a flag on the play, so we're going to scoot it back just a little bit. Looked like holding was the call. And so after the big gain, it's going to set him up for a 2nd and 12 from about the 40. So we're back on this side of the field, but I'm sure that they have something in store for him. So another handoff up the middle. The speed from Starks taking him right back up towards the 50. We'll call it the 49. We'll see where they mark it. And then we've got another shout out for Joey, number 8. Joey, number 8. And that's going to be Jose Velasquez for Bridgeport. Is that correct, Juan? Let me know. We've got Cooper Dunn showing up in the chat, watching from Grand Prairie, rooting for the Knights. Always love having you guys with us. Make sure you get involved. This one's a direct snap, and he's taken off this time out to the left side and finally dragged out of bounds. That's going to be number 5 for Eagle Mountain, Justin Fox. So Justin Fox with that touchdown reception earlier to give Eagle Mountain that lead. And now coming up with another big play to get him the first down. Terrence Stewart hopping in the chat. Let's go Bulls. So getting lots of viewers from both sides tonight. So Ashton, I think we'll have to maybe, call the game for everybody like we always do. All right, 1st and 10 from the 39 for the Knights. And this time, Vindiola taking off. Oh, correction, sorry. That looks like Justin Fox again. Another direct snap. So, big gain on 1st down. We're going to keep Justin Fox in at the quarterback position here. And this time a handoff to Starks. Speed up the middle. Nice gain. Good for a 1st. and the Eagle Mountain Knights are driving. All right, can we shout out number 12, Matthew Neal? All right, let's see. Number 12, Matthew Neal. Oh, yeah, he is a dog for sure. A junior, 5'11", 170, Matthew Neal. Number 12, getting some love in the chat. And yes, from Juan, that's the big dog, Joey. Go Bulls. So glad to have you guys with us. Hey, make sure, you guys are answering us, so who you're watching and stuff. Make sure you let us know what your favorite Halloween candy is. As we see motion from Eagle Mountain, Vindiola hands it off, and we got a nice run by Starks over the left side, and he almost was able to stay in bounds, but he's gonna, looks like he got pulled out of bounds down around the 9. So another first down for Eagle Mountain's offense to bring them in a first and goal situation from the 9. Just about 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half. This one's rolling right along. Haven't had too many penalties or too many stoppages yet. So, oh, did I jinx it? I'm getting signs from everybody. I was jinxing it. Yeah, so I better keep my mouth shut here. White chocolate, pumpkins. Ashton, maybe you can help me out. I've got a logo right there over that
white
word.
Chocolate Reese's pumpkins.
Ah, white chocolate Reese's pumpkins.
I guess they have Reese's that are in the shape of pumpkins, and you get white chocolate.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen
really specific. He means those pumpkins. And I hear them. I have a, I don't know who all sells it, but I know I always go to Target and find the Count Chocula, and I'll go through a couple of those boxes every October. The cereal.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I like the Reese's pumpkins. They're pretty good. My son is a big fan of those milk chocolate ones. Yeah, make sure. Also, if you're joining us tonight, you're watching, go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Help us out a little bit. We're doing this for you guys to bring all this action to you in case you can't make it. Now, we have Ashton. I know we've talked in the past. We've got people from all over who watch. I know we had some people from Brazil watch not too long ago. We had some people in Europe and the Middle East, and so even all over the United States. So we love seeing where you're watching from and who you're watching for. Terrence Stewart, let's go Hayden Butler, number 32. That's going to be for Bridgeport. He's a sophomore linebacker and tight end. All right, so looks like it's ball's on the 6 here, and it looks like we've got a timeout. So as usual, we're going to take a timeout with them, folks. We'll be right back with more Friday Night Football right here on the Peak One Sports Network.
There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank in Texas, we're Texas in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
All right, folks, welcome back. So Eagle Mountain, after the fumble, turned it over right at the goal line. We had a short run from Bridgeport. And so now Bridgeport looking at 2nd and 11 from the 5. Lots of time for him, but he's going to take off, and that's a lot of open field. He's going to get up past the 10, close to the 12. So not quite enough for the first down, but we'll get him a lot closer. And so we will see that really cool four-wide formation for Bridgeport. And this time it looks like it's going right back to that direct snap. And, I mean, it's hard to blame him. You know, Cole Pritchard looks like a pretty big dude. Bridgeport does not put the scholastic year or the height or weight of their players on the roster. But I can tell you from up here, folks, and I'm sure you can tell from home, that's a pretty big boy. So makes a lot of sense why you'd want to just give him the ball and have him just run right up the middle. And this time a little different here, 3 wide. Rolling out. Throws up and over, and this time caught inbounds just shy of the 40 and able to get up past the 40. And that looked like Ryan Hunter. So another big play for Ryan Hunter for the Bulls. I think what we'll do is let's do this play real quick, and then after this one, folks, we've got one more score update for you, brought to you by the Burleson Buzz with breaking sports scores. So Hunter's going to pitch it out, and it looks like Pritchard was able to evade a few of those defenders for Eagle Mountain, but not able to get much. In fact, going to go down as a loss of 1 on the play. Let's go to Ashton for a score update.
North Crowley up on Boswell 28-0 in the second quarter. Highland Park up on Cleburne, also 28-0 in the second quarter. And Dunbar over Godley 7-3.
So Hunter with the snap, handed off to Pritchard up the middle. And good for about a gain of 5. And Pritchard getting a lot of work tonight. Let's check the chat here. So Emmanuel Webb says Saginaw's going to win. And we always root for Saginaw when we're not covering them. We like they're working on that undefeated record still. El Conquistador says go Knights from Bloomington, Idaho. Night number 74. Paxson, is that Roast? Is the bomb. Let me know if I said that right. Or maybe it's Roost. But number 74. For Eagle Mountain. He's a center, he's a junior, and he's big too. He's 5'11", 260, folks. So lots of, like we mentioned in the pregame show, lots of talent, and Paxton's tough, says Emmanuel. And I'd bet, man, you got to be tough to be a center. So it looks like we had a timeout on the field, and as the players are getting set, kind of heading back out there to get ready, there's a nice little view kind of from where we're at. You know, we're all the way out here just north of downtown Fort Worth. I mentioned in the pregame show, this is the newest stadium in Texas, and boy, is it beautiful. So glad we could give you a little view there. And looks like we're about ready to return to action. So 4 wide for Bridgeport. Hunter fires out, caught right at the 50. And he had a lot of open field, but the route he ran was bringing him back and around. And that looks like he threw it to his brother again, which, of course, I mean, you got all the time in the world to practice that connection. Good for a first down, though. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 44 now for the Bulls. Eagle Mountain looking for another big play on defense. We saw a couple earlier. And another run up the middle. And, I mean, if it's working, you know, why fix it? Good for another gain of about 5. A little chat check here. One says, we have to love Cole. He does his job. Yep, absolutely. And also, Terrence Stewart, let's go Bridgeport. Looks like we're getting a little bit more Bridgeport support in the chat. So if you're watching for Eagle Mountain, let us know. Another handoff up the middle, this time caught a little bit quicker. Not as much of a gain on that one. Well, if you've got a large group you need to feed, blow their minds with the biggest pizza in Texas. The Pizza Bistro's 24-inch Texan pizza can be cut into 45 squares of deliciousness only at the Pizza Bistro. So Bridgeport getting set on 3rd and 3. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the first half. They're going to hand it off to Pritchard, and he got right up to that line for the first down, but it looks like he was stopped just a little bit short. That looked like number 52, Zachary Thomas, the 6', 235 junior. And we will have a timeout. So we're going to go ahead and take a timeout with them real quick. We're going to be right back with you to take it to halftime right here on the Peak One Sports Network.
With 2 decades of design and graphics experience, Apogee Graphics provides a wide variety of print options to meet your advertising needs. Visit apogeegraphics.com and take your vision to new heights.
And welcome back, folks, to Friday Night Football on the Peak One Sports Network. Our coverage of the Eagle Mountain Knights and the Bridgeport Bulls. Eagle Mountain leading right now thanks to a touchdown earlier by Justin Fox, thrown by Bryson Vindiola. And the Bulls still looking to get on the board. So right now they've got a 4th and 1. 4th and 1 from the 35. They had failed their previous attempt. Let's see, this time they just give it to Pritchard, and boy, look at the room. And right up the middle, and he was able to get the first down and more, bringing it right up to the 20 of the Eagle Mountain defense. So we'll call it it looks like they're going to spot it at the 21. But boy, he flew a little bit there, man. He was up in the air. So we've got, okay, El Conquistador, thank you so much, like Roos. All right, thank you. I do apologize there for the incorrect pronunciation of Paxton Roost. Big fan. All right. Look like another big play there for the Bulls with a pass out to the left side, this time to number 11, Cooper Byers. Cindy Pitts chiming in the chat. Go Bulls. Thank you, Cindy, for joining us. Let us know where you guys are watching from. We love finding out. All right, so we've got a 2nd down, 3 yards to go from the 14. And we'll have another timeout. So, you know, we were talking a minute ago about that extra huge, large pizza that the Pizza Bistro does. Remember, it's the 24-inch, can be cut into 45 squares. It's only at the Pizza Bistro, that one. Yeah, well, just so you know, if pizza's not your jam today, the Pizza Bistro's mouth-watering potato skins, 6 with every order, topped with cheese, sour cream, bacon, and chives, is always a good option. Whether you're in the office or on the go, you can listen to all of our Peak One sports shows wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Hit that subscribe button and never miss your favorite Peak One shows. Tuesdays, it's yours truly, doing my fantasy football show called The Roscoe Fantasy Football Show. Wednesdays, we have the sports page. Thursdays, we do our hockey show, so make sure you check that out. Fridays, of course, we like to bring you the high school football games. And on Saturdays, we do the leadoff with Ashton and Tony. And once again, big announcement coming this weekend. We're so excited. I hope you can tune in and check it out. I'm sure you'll like it. So this time, a run out to the right side. Lots of speed, wide open, but a flag. So Preston, big run, but we got some flags down on the play. Let's see what we got here. All right, so holding on the offense. They're going to replay the down, it looks like, but they scoot it back quite a bit. So going to bring back the touchdown run there by Cole Pritchard. I know a lot of you guys in the chat are disappointed with that, but that's how football goes sometimes. So, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more of Cole Pritchard tonight. So now make it 2nd and 13 for the Bulls from the 24-yard line. Looks like they're going to try a similar play with Pritchard, and this time he's wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Caught from behind there. And, you know, that looked like it might have been Zachary Thomas again. And now we get the timeout. So with under a minute to play, Knights leading the Bulls 7-0. We have a timeout, so we'll take a timeout with them, and we'll be right back with more Friday Night Football.
If your athlete struggles with ball security, visit highandtight.com and don't let another fumble cost you. Highandtight.com helps athletes of all ages learn the fundamentals of protecting the ball using advanced training tools and cutting-edge technology that provide instant audible feedback, helping players master their grip and hold onto the ball like never before. Visit highandtight.com and use promo code PEAK1 for 10% off today. That's highandtight.com, where games are won.
Are you a busy parent? Whether it's work or pleasure, that's where Valerie's Kid Care comes in. We have been in business for 34 years. We are family owned and operated. We take kids from 0 to 5 years old. We enjoy playing, learning, and even preparing for kindergarten. We are located at 404 Belmont Street in Saginaw. Stop by or give us a call at 817-232-5971. Valerie's Kid Care. We treat your kids like they are our own.
All right, folks, we are back after the timeout. Now, interestingly enough, while we were on our commercial break, the officials gave an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty to the Knights, so that's why they're way closer now. And another run by Pritchard over the right side, this time caught and pushing, and able to get up. Most likely, it looked like it was inside the 5. We'll see where they spot it. Once again, if you guys are watching us live, go ahead and let us know where you're watching from. We love finding that out. Another handoff over the right side to Pritchard, and this time it looked like they're going to give him the touchdown. So a nice, powerful run for Cole Pritchard over the right side tackle will be good enough to bring this game within 1 with just about 30 seconds. We'll call it 28 seconds left in the first half, and we will be expecting the kick from Camille Uribe. Trying to tie things up for the Bulls. Snap is up and the kick is through. And so now we have a tie game here, folks, as we approach halftime. And boy, what a game. I mean, we are, still moving through pretty quickly. Enjoying having all of you guys here with us. We'll get set for the kickoff from the Bridgeport Bulls here in just a moment. If you're watching and you're in the chat, let us know what you think about our logo we did for the week. It's our spooky episode. And we've got our pumpkin and our ghost on there. Let us know how we did. So both teams taking the field now for kickoff after the touchdown run from Cole Pritchard for the Bulls. Eagle Mountain still has 2 timeouts left for this half as we see the kick. And this one is muffed and goes out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. So that one, let's see, that was number 3. That was going to be Avon Bolden. So attempted to field the kickoff, ended up dropping it, and it bounced out of bounds, luckily for the Eagle Mountain Knights, because that would have been a live ball. All right, so we've got Terrence Stewart coming back into the chat. Let's go Hayden Butler, Ryan Hunter, and Dylan Hunter. So we have been talking a lot about the Hunters tonight. And so now we'll see Vindiola back for the Knights with a handoff off to the left side this time. Lots of speed, but wrapped up just over the 25 is Terry Starks. And it looks like we've had a little bit of a change at quarterback right at the end there, folks. That was Colton William. So my apologies on the call. Terry Starks is doing his thing, Emmanuel Webb, and we're glad you could join us. So now we're gonna do our thing as we usually do. We're gonna leave everything going for you. So if you are a friend or family member of one of the kids in either one of these bands, you're gonna get to see their halftime performance. We're gonna do the halftime show. During that halftime show, you can expect Ashton Nix to give you the score update from around the area, brought to you by the Burleson Buzz. So make sure you stay tuned, folks. We're going to be back with the second half in just a bit on Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network.
In a land far away, where creativity knows no bounds, there's a place where your imagination comes to life. At Apogee Graphics, we transform your ideas into stunning reality with top quality prints and 3D creations. Whether near or far, let your story unfold. Apogee Graphics, take your vision to new heights.
Thank you for calling the Pizza Bistro. Are you calling to order pickup or delivery? In case you didn't know, you can now order online at pizzatx.com. It's quick, easy, and convenient. Do it once and we'll save your address and preferences for future orders for even faster ordering. You can also download our app to your iPhone or Android device. It's practically like having a piece of pizza in your pocket. Search the Pizza Bistro in your phone's app store today. The downside is you'll never be able to hear this incredibly well-produced and cheerful on-hold message ever again. Guess what? Okay, we'll just tell you. The Boat Club Road location has a new game room for both kids and adults that has shiny new machines so cool you'll never want to leave. We also have games you can play right at your table. Trivia, ring toss, tic-tac-toe, and more. Hunker down and have a cold drink and a delicious pizza while you challenge your friends and family with fun entertainment for everyone. There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank in Texas, we're Texas in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
I wonder if we should push maybe while we're standing, I'll take my phone in there and I guess I can turn off my hotspot.
I wonder if it caught that before I muted it.
Oh, we're muted. I was just gonna say, maybe we can. I've been thinking about getting on our Facebook and trying to find the Facebook profiles of the schools we're playing against. And that way when we're tagging.
I tried to tag them. The last couple I haven't had a good. Only I've been tagging. I know Jacksboro had there. Bridgeport, I couldn't find it. I can find it on mine. Like sometimes in privacy settings, pages can't find them. So like on Peak One, it's different. I can't just find it. But some of them I'm able to, some I'm not.
How much is the picture of playing out with quick, man. Hey, you want to here? But you got to
just start using their terminology like.
And he ran that XY cross route with 17.
I'll just leave it open. Let me unlock it too. Phew.
How funny is it that we called that, dude? They're like, they're going to come back and is relieving.
Yeah, how's the wrong time? Although we wouldn't have gotten on camera.
Oh, nothing. We wouldn't have done nothing. There was nothing to do.
Ooh. At least you got some of it though on Facebook.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Have you touched my iPad? I have no sleep.
Or if it did.
Unlock it. Did it lock?
We got 886.
8660.
I had the right numbers. It was on the right.
Make the clock stop and sleep.
I don't have the scoreboard up anyways.
Oh, okay. Well, that's perfect then.
Yeah, you're a couple minutes behind.
I can fix it. Before we put the scoreboard on.
Oh, I thought it was freezing up. They just weren't moving them there. I get YouTube on delay. I'm like, they're moving. What's happening?
Alright, and what was it? Series. Score updates.
Coach app just follow wherever we're following.
Saginaw's playing north side, so.
Coach Abenshow just follow us whatever game we're at. He's there.
I know Saginaw's going to be at home. He's not there. Whoa.
That's pretty crazy. And Saginaw's undefeated. They're playing at home tonight. And
I assume they are.
I don't see the lights though.
Somebody messaged me on WhatsApp and asked if we're doing the Saginaw home game tonight. I better not home. I just assumed because they asked. It's high at 3-3.
We pick games early ahead. We don't know.
And sometimes the schedule's not correct.
That's true. Sometimes we get screwed on the schedule.
Yeah, if we knew Saginaw and Chisholm would be really, really good, we may have done one less than that. Although, I agree, go out and work against nice person. Maybe we try to visit another Chisholm Trail Saginaw game here.
Man, I'm surprised. Most school districts have big stadiums for each school. Burleson shares one big stadium.
Yeah. Well, I know, like Keller, we had Keller and Fossil Ridge, with the first few years of the new creek or something, they built a really nice. But I know they were using Cassidy, but like Birdville used.
Yeah, it's a pretty affluent area though.
It's all about recruiting, boys. When we get the biggest, prettiest school, we get big
Your school?
The saying Eagle Mountain has a lot more wins than Boswell.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Coach Adam. Why aren't you at the Boswell game? Are they losing? Are they getting their butts kicked? I mean, they're playing North Carolina.
Have they won a game this year?
I think they were playing North Carolina. Yeah, they're going to go.
Isn't North Carolina like one of the top?
They're like ranked one in the state, I think.
They were pretty national.
Wow.
For nothing in the second quarter. Yeah, Boswell's 0-7, North Carolina's 7-0.
Poor bunch of them mean to us.
It's a curse. I marched up on 42-0 at halftime. Argyle over Bridgeports 35-0. That was a Joshua off. That's right. I was watching all those videos. Where
was? Oh, wow. Yeah, 4 o'clock. Because they were doing like the morning get up.
Whoa.
they're supposed to do it back on their off week. So Josh was buying
But what that guy said, normally the football players aren't there.
Yeah.
So I'm glad of the World Series though, because I totally forgot about it, and I was wondering. I was like, "Bro, we've only got like 22 views right now, like, you know."
Well, viewers, we're probably a couple hundred views. You go there now.
Okay.
Even last week, we were in the 50s. Like it's less. It's not enticing games compared to last year. Last week, I mean.
Oh man.
That Chisholm Trail Boswell game, or Chisholm Trail Saginaw game.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That should.
Yeah.
The last game of the season, that should be like our biggest.
I saw Pascal, I guess they qualified for the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's like the first time in like 20-something years or 30 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cindy's like, "Y'all are still alive. Maybe she can hear us."
You know, everything's muted. Maybe she hears them talking out there.
Maybe she can hear us.
I'm sure she can hear us. Did we say anything bad?
Majestic, so ahead and set. Yeah. Go Majestic! And set.
Jordan Howe! All of the week, Madeline Stat! Zero of the week, Andres Baum!
Here we go. Set.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope everybody's enjoying the halftime show. Let's get to some Texas high school football score updates brought to you by the Burleson Buzz. At halftime, Highland Park is over Cleburne 42-0. Dunbar beating Godley 7-3 right now in the second quarter. North Crowley over Boswell 51-0 at halftime. Lamar over Arlington 43-27 at halftime. Argyle is beating Burleson 35-0 at halftime. Saginaw, undefeated 7-0 Saginaw over Northside right now 9-3. We also have Crowley and Mansfield Legacy. That halftime score is 14-6. And of course, your score here at Eagle Mountain High School is Eagle Mountain Knights 7 and the Bridgeport Bulls also at 7. We'll be right back with the second half after this.
All righty, folks, welcome back to the second half coverage of Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network. Special shout out to everyone watching. We will be getting back to game action real soon. Both teams looking like they're about ready to come out of their tunnels, and so we're going to have that for you. Just a quick reminder, folks, make sure you follow and like and subscribe on all those social media platforms to stay up to date with the latest sports news and events. Whether you're in the office or on the go, you can listen to all of our Peak One sports shows wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also, if you're seeking a superior energy drink to replace those inferior caffeinated beverages, W contains 0 maltodextrin, 0 artificial colors or dyes, and 0 proprietary blends. The coffee fruit extract is the star of this delicious drink, helping you to energize without the jitters or crash. Order W using code PEAK1 and enjoy 10% off your order today. And another shout out for the Dapper Dog Academy. They're a top-notch dog training academy located in Cleburne, Texas. Owner and head trainer Korri Bennett has nearly 10 years experience helping your canine companions become the best version of themselves. Contact Korri and the Dapper Dog Academy on Facebook and book your consultation today. Whether you're looking to promote a business, an event, or a personal project, Apogee Graphics is there to take your vision to new heights. With top quality printing and design services, Apogee Graphics is your go-to partner for all things graphic. Team up with Apogee Graphics today and create something amazing together. And like I said, folks, welcome back. Ross Bates back on the call with you, joined again by our Peak One producer, Ashton Nix, and our audio-visual engineer, Tony Nix. As we get set to start the second half, both teams going to be coming back out on the field. And so we had that score update. There we go. I'm coming out here. Flying those colors are the Knights. Good look at that Eagle Mountain Knight mascot, the Golden Knight. Always fun to get started with more Texas high school football. So real quick, I think we'll probably take just a quick commercial break, and we'll come back just in time for kickoff, and then maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a little bit of an update on that World Series game going on. Special shout out before we go to commercial to Cindy. Appreciate you helping us out, looking out for us in the chat. Well, we weren't lying to you, folks. We told you to be right back, and we are. So, right now, it looks like the Yankees and Dodgers in Game 1 of the World Series are still scoreless in the middle of the fifth. So, make sure if you're tuning in and watching this game, you let us know where you're watching from. And the kickoff by the Knights will go for a touchback. So we did have quite a few of the Bulls fans, those Bridgeport fans in the chat shouting out. So we just want to remind everybody that if you're watching for any of these players, you know, friend, family member, maybe a, you know, just a fan of Texas high school football, make sure you let us know, get your shout out on in the chat, and maybe we'll shout you out too. All right, so Hunter is back in at quarterback with 5 wide. Takes a snap, fires real quick out to Pritchard on the left side, who tries to recover, does, and then gets up just past the 30. So Cole Pritchard right out of the gate, coming back with a to start the second half with a big gain for the Bulls to bring up 2nd and 3. Ball's going to be on the 32-yard line. And this time, that direct snap to Hunter, he's going to keep and run. Oh, correction. That was Pritchard on the direct snap. Keeping it, running, and this time, wait. We're getting signals here. A little discussion on the field, and okay, so there's no fumble on the play. A lot of those Eagle Mountain players definitely thought that they had maybe gotten a turnover. Getting excited, but Bridgeport will maintain possession of the ball and get the first down on the play. So we'll see Hunter and Pritchard in the backfield, and then his older brother Hunter is in motion. Hunter with a snap, looking out. Little toss to Pritchard, and you could see the speed and the power going up into that group of the Eagle Mountain defenders, but this time able to keep him for a shorter gain. Call it a gain of 2 to bring up 2nd and 8. And here in just a second, oh, there we go. Nice run out to the right side, and finally forced out of bounds after another big gain for the Bridgeport Bulls. So approaching 10.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. All tied up here, 7-7. But the Bridgeport Bulls are driving behind Dylan Hunter. And we're going to get a reset of the clock here. So just a quick stoppage while they figure out the in-stadium clock. And here we go. So Pritchard run up the middle, powers through the line. Another nice gain for Pritchard. Getting lots of attempts tonight. I know some of you guys watching, you're in the chat, letting us know Cole Pritchard's real tough. He does his job. You guys are big fans of him. So make sure, if you're still watching, let us know. We'll go here with 4 wide. And looks like another keeper. And him up inside the 35 into Eagle Mountain territory. All right. Looks like we're going to take a quick timeout here. We'll be right back with more Friday Night Football on the Peak One Sports Network.
Your go-to destination for mouth-watering Texas barbecue is right here in Fort Worth. Try Red's Barbecue today, located at 7335 Boat Club Road, and sink your teeth into some delicious barbecue smoked low and slow over authentic Texas post oak wood. That's Red's Barbecue, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Drive-thru now available.
With 2 decades of design and graphics experience, Apogee Graphics provides a wide variety of print options to meet your advertising needs. Visit apogeegraphics.com and take your vision to new heights.
And we are back after a short break. We'll continue the Bulls driving now on the 33, 1st and 10. Hunter's got 4 wide and Pritchard in the backfield with him. He's going to sling it out to the right side, able to get past 1, 2, almost 3, but finally brought down right at that first down marker on first down. And that was Ryan Hunter on the reception, as we mentioned earlier, and it looks like a flag. It's going to be holding against Bridgeport. And Cooper Byers got caught on that one, so They're going to move the ball back. And now the Eagle Mountain defense has a little bit more motivation to make this stop here. Just so, with it being so far back, might have a little bit of a better field positioning if they do get the ball back, but we'll have to see. So hand off to Pritchard, and this time met right in the backfield, and the speed on that one, that was awesome. Number 48, Quamario Nichols, he's a junior coming in 5'11", 220 pounds. So probably one of the few guys out there outside of maybe say Hayden Robinson and Austin James and Paxton Roos that could make a big hit on Pritchard like that, but certainly came at the right time for Coach Mullins. So 2nd and 20 now from the 43. That power formation. Hunter back, rolling out, showing some speed, fires downfield and over the hands of his receiver. Incomplete. Well, make sure you join me and Ashton and a randomly rotating group of guys on the sports page every Wednesday night as we discuss our favorite teams and sports news highlights from all across the sports spectrum. The sports page every Wednesday night right here on the Peak One Sports Network. All right, quick update. We do have LA leading the Yankees 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th as Hunter rolls out this time to the left, being chased down and brought down from behind. Brought down from behind by Justin Fox. So Justin Fox's stat box is going to look pretty good with the touchdown earlier, big sacks. And now we'll see what Bridgeport has in store on 4th and 20. Ashton, I don't imagine it would be anything other than a punt, but we did see a couple 4th down attempts by the Bulls earlier.
Yeah, Ross, I went to the wide camera angle here to catch the punt, but that's how Eagle Mountain caught me off guard last time. I wouldn't imagine 3rd and long they'd be going for it, but you never know.
So 4th and 20, looking like they are going to punt. And a big high punt all the way down, bounces just inside the 20 and stopped at the 15, and they're going to down it just on the north side of the 10. And wait a second here, folks. This looks interesting. We've got a lot of celebration here. And it looks like, oh my goodness, it looks like maybe one of the Eagle Mountain players made contact with that ball and then did not come up with it. So then Bridgeport able to get control of the ball, and it looks like they're going to give him the ball. So now, I mean, talk about a very, very big change. Now it'll be 1st and 10 from the 12 for Bridgeport.
Yeah, Ross, it bounced, and I had thought it hit one of the Eagle Mountain players. I think it brushed over one of his shoulders, and then they just thought, I guess he didn't know it hit him.
Well, they're going to go to Pritchard on this one, and he's going to run up the middle. This time, not a very big gain, but we'll call it maybe a gain of a couple. Got about just under about 7:20 left right now. Bridgeport definitely looking to punch this one into the end zone and take the lead off of the muffed punt, if you will, or maybe the punt that just made contact with one of those Eagle Mountain players. So we'll see. Hunter, handoff, Pritchard, and whoa, almost brought down and then brought down, kind of dragged down awkwardly, right back on the line. Almost got caught by his shoelaces, but then was able to change direction and then got brought down on that one after another short gain, bringing up 3rd down. Looks like 3rd and 7. Ball's going to be spotted on the 9 now, folks. So if you're an Eagle Mountain fan and you're in the chat, you know, now is when you want them to make that stand. So make sure you show your support for them. And you know, if you're a Bridgeport fan, I mean, you know, nothing wrong with rooting for the touchdown here. All right, so gonna put a 3-man wide. Nope, gonna take a timeout. All right, well, we'll take a timeout with them, and we'll be right back with more coverage of Friday Night Football here on the Peak One Sports Network.
Hello, fellow dog lovers. Korri Bennett here, owner and head trainer at the Dapper Dog Academy, located in Cleburne, Texas. As a passionate dog enthusiast, I've dedicated nearly 10 years to helping you and your furry friends achieve a happy and harmonious relationship. Whether you are seeking basic obedience or have specific behavioral goals, I tailor each training session to meet the unique needs of your pup. My goal is to make training an enjoyable experience for you and your dog. Contact the Dapper Dog Academy on Facebook or at the number below and let us help you bring out the very best in your furry family member.
And welcome back, folks. Friday Night Football live here on the Peak One Sports Network. All right, El Conquistador hopping in the chat saying, come on, Knights. El Conquistador, one of our favorites to have in the chat. He joins us pretty often, so good to see you. Definitely rooting for a big stop here by the Knights, with just under 7 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Make sure if you haven't already, you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Give us a follow on Facebook. And, you know, we were talking, Ashton, you know, we were talking a little bit. We've had a lot of support for Bridgeport tonight, and we were thinking, you know, the stands on the other side not looking super full. So, you know, if you guys are watching for Bridgeport, you know there's people who'd like to have been to at the game but couldn't make it. Go ahead and shoot them a text. Let them know that we're covering the game for you live here from Eagle Mountain. All right. So Hunter back in the gun. He's got 3 over to the right, and he's looking right. This is a short pass to Pritchard, but it comes up incomplete. It will be just enough of a forward pass, it looks like, that they will not consider it to be recovered by Eagle Mountain, but boy, he sure went running just in case.
Yeah, Ross, Bridgeport is about 40 minutes from Eagle Mountain High School, so a little bit of a drive. When your team, the record's 2-5, I guess you can, you lose a little bit of support driving all that way, but.
Well, Terrence Stewart not giving up the support. He says, let's go Bulls. Up. And I'm missing a word there, but I got up, horns down. Bulls up, horns down. Got it. All right, so we'll see a kick here. And that kick is up and good. So the Bulls will take a lead here for you, Taryn, and all the rest of you watching, supporting Bridgeport. The score now 10-7 in favor of the Bulls. We're approaching about 6.5 minutes left to go. And as they get set to switch sides and do the kickoff, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back with you on the Peak One Sports Network.
There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank in Texas, we're Texas in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, folks. If you're looking to help your team elevate their gameplay, then visit highandtight.com where they're redefining ball security training. Get your team ready with highandtight.com's top-rated training aids that provide instant feedback to players. Use promo code PEAK1 for a 10% discount and help secure your team's success today. And so Uribe had the kickoff after his field goal was good. And this one is fielded and not muffed by the Knights. A little bit of a tussle going on here. But we're going to have him get in there and split that up. But tensions are high in close games. as to be expected. Daniel Boyer checking in on the Knights, says, let's go Knights. Shout out, Dan. Good to have you with us. So it looks like a little discussion on the field by the officials regarding that kind of tussle, scuffle that we had going there. We'll wait and see what the call is. All right, so it is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on both teams, and they will offset. Who muffed the kick for the Knights? Well, it was a little hard to see from up here. I don't really think it was muffed, so let me correct myself for you, Levon. I think it actually just made contact with one of the Knights players. I don't think he knew what hit him. He got blocked into it, maybe. So, you know, made contact with him, and the heads-up play by the Bridgeport special teams was able to get it. So this time, it's going to be a run by Starks up over near the 40 on first down to get the drive started for the Knights. So second and short, a little bit quicker snap here on this one, and another handoff up the middle. That one looks good for a first. So they will reset the chains. So we got Colton William in at quarterback. Man in motion. Now have a 3 to this side, and it looked like it was going to be a reverse, but they kept running it right. And this time, able to get a short gain on that one is Avon Bolin coming across. I want to grab my binoculars here, make sure that I was right about that quarterback, because it's kind of hard to tell the 7 and 2. Okay, real quick run up the middle, and stopped just over the logo is Terry Starks. All right, I can confirm in at quarterback right now, number 7, Colton William for the Eagle Mountain Knights. Looks like number 2 is down here on the sidelines. That's going to be Vindiola. And he is not suited up tonight, so. All right, so now 4th down after the short run attempt there by the Knights. But it looks like offense staying on the field here. Oh. And I think that might have been the whole plan there, was to try to get the offsides call or the encroachment. We'll see what the call is here, folks. We got just under 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Ross, both teams, both defense and offensive lines pointing at the other teams, seeing who jumped first.
So it is going to be an offsides against the Bulls. And if you are an Eagle Mountain fan, that is exactly what you're looking for, because that's going to be good enough for the first down.
Yeah, Ross, that's going to be a momentum-changing, I don't even say play, just situation.
Definitely gives the Knights just a little bit of confidence getting another set of first downs. So William with a handoff to Starks. He got tripped up in the backfield and then was only able to get over the line of scrimmage. Good for a gain of 1. So with about just under 4 minutes now left in the third. 2nd and 9 for the Knights coming out in their 3-wide formation. We'll see if they have a big play in store for them here. As Bridgeport shows the blitz. Fires out and incomplete. I think they're going to rule that uncatchable, because if you were watching, you might have seen the hand on that outside shoulder, and so while some of us might have thought that could have been worthy of a pass interference, I think the ball was a little bit too outside, too high, and too uncatchable for the Knight receiver. Once again, thank you all for joining us tonight. Glad to have you. Let us know if there's someone you want us to shout out or somebody we're watching for. Williams on the free play, bomb downfield, incomplete. But let's see what the flag is here. And surely if it's another offsides call against this Bridgeport defense, that's going to be a tough one. It'll give him a much... And it was offsides. And unfortunately, it was Cooper Moyers, the senior linebacker, got caught offsides trying to bring that extra pressure a little too early. So now 3rd and short for the Knights. Ball on the 40. We've got Kathan Middleton down here on the near side, going out to throw the block, and this time lots of room on the run for Justin Fox. So good for the first down is Justin Fox. You might remember had the touchdown reception earlier in that first half of play. And now the Knights looking to the sideline for the call. Cameron Henderson is the wide receiver lone on the top of the screen there for you, for the Knights. Looks like it goes back to Starks, and he's wrapped up real quick. So actually he's going to go down as a loss on the play. That was a big stop there by Carson Cortez. He's a senior defensive lineman. One of the big guys we talked about earlier, making a big impact in the game. And another player making a big impact for the Knights right now just ran the ball. I bet you can guess. It's Terry Starks, folks. So now another 3rd and short for the Knights. Ball's on the 22, so if they get this first down, they will be in the red zone for the Bridgeport Bulls. Oh, and this time, not going anywhere, and they're going to call the play dead. This time it was William again. Well, make sure you, if you're watching, you get involved in the chat. We see you, Juan Medina, the big man, Carson. Yeah, that's right. Number 78. He is big. He is big. And again, Bridgeport not putting the height, weight, or all of the... They do have that he is a senior. Oh! Almost caught over the top of the defender there. And boy, is Bridgeport excited about that one. So it was going to be a turnover on downs. That 3rd and short attempt didn't do much for them. Then they tried that quick pass out, and it was broken up. So another turnover on downs that we're seeing tonight. Bridgeport now back on offense. Dylan Hunter with his handoff to Pritchard. And Pritchard is wrapped up, and forward progression is stopped. So they will call it dead. That's going to be good for a gain of 1 to bring up 2nd and 9 from the 26-yard line. Not sure if we'll get another playoff before the end of the quarter here. But we do have a quick score update in case you're tuning in here. Yeah, it was almost picked off, Christian Church. That was a good call there. And thank you for joining us in the chat. Right now, if you're choosing to watch us instead of the World Series, we super appreciate you. Right now, the Yankees have taken the lead. They're up 2-1 over the Dodgers, and it looks like they're in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. So excellent, excellent. Thank you again for joining us. We're going to take a quick break here as we switch sides of the field. Carson, real quick, Juan Medina says Carson is at least 700 pounds. Is that what he says, Ashton? Well, I'd believe it. I mean, from up here, he looks, you know, healthy. But, man, I bet it feels like getting hit by a 700-pounder when you get hit by that guy. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back here with the 4th quarter on Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network. All right, and so we're back just in time for the quick pass that gets knocked away. And boy, what a quick play there by number 21 for the Knights. That's going to be Mason Young. He's a junior, 6'1", 160. Lots of speed. And I'm sure Coach Mullins will appreciate him making up for that penalty he had earlier. Yeah, El Conquistador with a very good point. Why watch the World Series when the Knights are playing? I mean, let's go. Thank you very much, Conquistador. All right, so we'll have our 3rd and 9 attempt here. And this one gets dropped, and now the pressure's on. What's Hunter going to do with it? He's going to take off running. Nobody can catch him. And he's running up past the 30 and slides down just inside the 35. And talk about heads-up thinking. Quick decision-making there by Hunter. Way to get away from that one after a little bit of a botched snap.
They're marking it short, but I would say after that play, why not just go for it? 4th and 1.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, Ashton. So it is short of the 1st down. I mean, you're up 3, you know, so it's not like it's not safe to punt it away, but yeah, certainly a turnover on downs in this situation would be very dangerous. Looks like they're going to go for it. And they fumbled. And now they're in the backfield, and they're on Pritchard. And the ball's out again, and the Eagle Mountain Knights have it. The Eagle Mountain Knights come up with the fumble, so instead of a turnover on downs, they get the fumble recovery. And talk about dangerous, like we said. Here we go, folks. Eagle Mountain now going to be knocking on the door of taking the lead away with just under 11 minutes left to go in the game. We do have a timeout, so we're going to take a timeout with them. Evelyn Dukes saying, go Knights. We'll be right back on the Peak One Sports Network.
With 2 decades of design and graphics experience, Apogee Graphics provides a wide variety of print options to meet your advertising needs. Visit apogeegraphics.com and take your vision to new heights.
All right, folks. Back here with you for another offensive possession for the Knights after the fumble. And we're going to run it out here to the left side. Miss one, miss two. We got a flag on the play now. And he's going to get wrapped up and brought down. So we'll have to see what the flag is. See if it's against Eagle Mountain and we'll be moving back. Or if it's going to be against Bridgeport and we're moving closer. Let's get the call. So we'll be holding against Eagle Mountain, which is not exactly what you want, but, you know, they're going to replay that first down, it looks like. So we'll make it 1st and 20. Ball's going to be moved to the 32-yard line now with Eagle Mountain looking to get into the end zone. Seen some big passing opportunities for Eagle Mountain. But this time, Williams going to keep it himself. Oh, no, correction. That's going to be Justin Fox. He's going to keep it. It was a direct snap. He runs up there and gets him to about that original line of scrimmage. Let's go ahead and go to Ashton for a score update.
Thanks, Ross. We're going to keep it in the Eagle Mountain Saginaw ISD group of schools. We have Saginaw up on North Side 15-3 at halftime, and North Crowley beating Boswell 58-0 in the third.
All right, another handoff to Starks, and boy, it looked like he had all day to go, but just caught by the tip of that shoelace, grabbed them toes and pulled him down. And, you know, to tackle a guy like Terry Starks, you pretty much just have to grab onto anything and everything to bring him down. Conquistador saying, way to go, Knights. Absolutely. That was a big defensive play that we saw a few moments ago to give the Knights the ball down there so deep inside of the Bulls territory. If you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know you're still with us. We got a nice run over the left side here and out of bounds. That was Terry Starks on the run. So now we've got a 4th and 1. All right, Ashton. So we just saw a 4th and short not turn out so well. Larry, what do you think in this situation?
I think you've got to be aggressive and go for it. You've had a lot of missed opportunities in this game. There's no reason to change your game plan now. Just stick with it. I say go for it right now.
And it looks like they will go for it, as William will stay in the quarterback position. Look at this formation, folks. And it's going to be a handoff to Starks, and he's pushing. And we'll have to, I can't tell from up here. We're going to have to see on the call.
I think he got it.
And they take a timeout. But let's stay here real quick. Let's see. So the Bulldogs, let's see, might have, waiting. All right, well, and just like that, the Bulldogs start celebrating, and the Knights are coming off the field. So let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back on the Peak One Sports Network.
There are some things that every Texan holds close to their heart. ATM Live lets you make the most of those things by helping you quickly cover your banking needs. You can cash a check, make a withdrawal without a debit card, all with a live teller to lend a hand, and all without stepping foot in a branch. Because we know what matters most in this Texan life. After all, we're not just a bank in Texas, we're Texas in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
And we are back here at Eagle Mountain High School, just north of downtown Fort Worth. And just take a look at how pretty this stadium is. So we did have another turnover on downs. So Eagle Mountain will be back on defense, down by 3. And the Bulls come out, led by Hunter and Pritchard, ready to make a a statement, try to run some of this clock off. So we'll have a handoff there. It looked like it went to Pritchard, and he was zigzagging in and out of tackles. Boy, he is a hard guy to bring down, that's for sure. Also, don't forget, if you're watching, our off-topic topic of the week for the week is what's your favorite Halloween candy? We've had some good opinions. We had Cooper Dunn chimed in a little earlier with the white chocolate pumpkin Reese's. We talked about the Twizzlers. We talked about the candy corn. So if you've got another of your favorite Halloween candy, make sure you get in the chat and let us know as we go 4-3 wide here for Bridgeport. Handoff, and this time the pressure comes from the Knights defense, and they're able to get him. Looks like about the original line of scrimmage to bring up a 3rd and 9. In situations like these, you don't want to be too aggressive now, Try not to throw for the interception, so I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot of the running game out of the Bulls. The running of the Bulls. Thought of that one all on my own, folks. All right, 4 wide for Hunter. He'll take the snap, looks left immediately, and fires out. And this time he over-pursued that interception, wasn't able to come up with it, and then the pass is caught, and he is burned. And, boy, so not too aggressive of a passing play. On the contrary, I said don't be too aggressive, and then the Eagle Mountain defender was a little too aggressive and went for that interception, ended up getting burned on that one. And so big play for the Bulls to give them a 1st and 10 at the 50, just over that Eagle Mountain logo. Now we've got Ricky Herrera down here on the close side, and look like another little run up the middle, just pushing for those yards after carry. Pritchard putting on a show tonight. A lot of big hits and a lot of yards, a lot of first downs for him. And then had that touchdown called back earlier because of the holding call. So now 2nd and 11. Handoff goes to Pritchard over the left side, finds a hole, and he's met by a fumble. Okay, let's see here. Looks like it might have not been ruled a fumble. Maybe he was down by contact. So currently marked as a 3rd and 1 for the Bulls. Hunter coming back in. And this time, we've got Christian Duncan down here, just on the other side of that 40 logo. And there goes Hunter, and boy, he tried taking it himself, and he was met immediately on the play by number 10 for the Eagle Mountain Knights, Bryson Ivy, a 6-foot junior coming in at 200 pounds. And this time I think they've decided they're not going to go for it. I saw quarterback going off the field, Hunter. So maybe the Bulls have learned that lesson from the 4th down attempt and that really, really great field positioning that they gave to the Knights. And so we'll see what they do here. We might have a fake. You never know. Seen a lot of running out of them. But for now, it looks like it's time for a timeout. So let's take a timeout with them. We'll be right back with the rest of the game here with the Bulls leading 10-7 over the Knights on the Peak One Sports Network.
If your athlete struggles with ball security, visit highandtight.com and don't let another fumble cost you. HighAndTight.com helps athletes of all ages learn the fundamentals of protecting the ball using advanced training tools and cutting-edge technology that provide instant audible feedback, helping players master their grip and hold on to the ball like never before. Visit HighAndTight.com and use promo code PEAK1 for 10% off today. That's HighAndTight.com, where games are won.
And welcome back as we get set for the 4th down attempt here by the Bridgeport Bulls. And their formations are kind of hard to figure out. So we'll see. You know, this is a situation that's a lot safer to go for it on 4th. And they will. This time juke and left, juke and right, and met right there. And I guess it's going to come down to when they stop his forward progression, but I'm thinking that Eagle Mountain got the stop. We'll wait for the official call. And it is. So it's another turnover on downs for the Bridgeport Bulls, giving the Eagle Mountain Knights a 1st and 10. They're going to start at the 42. All right, so this is make or break time for the Knights as they got 3 wide receivers set. Looks like Starks is back there with William, and it's a handoff to Starks. He's going to push up for a nice gain right up the gut. Oh, correction, folks. That was not Terry Starks. I was wondering where his towel was. That was actually number 3, Avon Bolden. So now Bolden will come out here closest to us on the bottom side of your screen, number 3, kind of in that slot. And William now has 2 in the backfield with him, and a handoff over the left side. This one is to Starks, and he's going to get a pretty decent gain of a couple to bring him at 3rd and 7. And we'll see. Looks like they're going to spot at the 48. About 3.5 minutes left to go in the game. So like I was saying, you know, folks, if you guys are watching for either one of these teams, make sure you get your support out there for them. And, you know, we've seen some really strange things happen with the support, you know, when we talk about a big play and a big play happens, and maybe here's one here. Fires out to the side. Oh, and that one's caught. And that one's caught right at the 30. And they're going to try to run some hurry up. Get back up on that line. Excellent catch on the play. That was number 13 for the Knights. Kathan Middleton, we saw the big touchdown from him earlier, and this is a run from Starks up the middle, and he's got open field, and he is brought down inside the 15 to give Eagle Mountain a 1st down.
Ross, that 3rd and 4 play, that deep pass, that tells me that they were going for it on 4th down if they didn't get it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you'd have to go for it. I mean, you're down 3. It's the 4th quarter. You've got under 3 minutes, well, under 2.5 minutes to play now. So, you know, Eagle Mountain definitely going for the win, like we talked about in the Pinnacle pregame show. You know, this is a chance to go with that even record and take a little bit of another step forward in their district as they have a short run over the right side to Starks. Well, make sure you like and subscribe and follow us on all of your social media platforms to stay up to date with the latest sports news and events. Another handoff, this time, brought down and thrown around is Starks, and big play by the defender for the Bulls. That was number 21 for the Bulls. That's going to be Cooper Moyers, senior linebacker. So they'll call it 3rd and 10. So I guess it was a no gain play. 3rd and 10. 3 wide receivers for William. And he's back and he's looking and he fires out to the corner. And is this one caught? No, he was out of bounds, says the official. So boy, that would have been the one right there to take the lead as William was looking out for Cameron Henderson, the 6'3 sophomore, 165. Okay, so now question is, you know, do you kick the field goal and tie it up? I think that's what they do. So we'll see Garcia trying to tie this game up. Make sure you're tuning in. We might be going to overtime. If he can make this one, kicks up, and boy, that was close to being blocked. And the kick is good. So folks, with under a minute to play in the game, we've got a tie ball game. Well, let's take a quick break, pay a few bills, and we'll be right back with you to see about finishing this one out and maybe some potential bonus play on the Peak One Sports Network.
Your go-to destination for mouth-watering Texas barbecue is right here in Fort Worth. Try Red's Barbecue today, located at 7335 Boat Club Road, and sink your teeth into some delicious barbecue smoked low and slow over authentic Texas post oak wood. That's Red's Barbecue, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Drive-thru now available.
All right, folks, we are back, getting ready for the kickoff from the Knights. Make sure if you're in the chat, you let us know. Let us know you're still watching, you're here with us, who you're rooting for, how you think it's going to go. Conquistador hopping in. Way to go, Knights. So, yeah, way to tie it up for the Knights. And this will be interesting to see what Bridgeport has in store for the Eagle Mountain defense as we have the kickoff from Garcia. And this one is muffed too. And this one is picked up. And he is, oh, wow. That was a hit. And that is going to be spotted inside the 10. All right, so Eagle Mountain does still have all 3 timeouts. Bridgeport with 1. So if they can make a stop, they could get the timeout, have the clock stopped, and maybe salvage some of the time left in the game to get down to give Jack Garcia another field goal attempt to take the lead in the closing seconds. So we'll find out here, right here with you. Eagle Mountain playing way back. And with some of the running game we've seen out of Cole Pritchard. All right, this one was a pass out to the left side, looked incomplete. So with some of the running that we've seen from Cole Pritchard, though, you would think that Eagle Mountain has to be very careful playing off those wide receivers because you're leaving a lot of that field open. So we've got 2nd and 10 now from the 10 with about 46 seconds left in the game. It's going to be a handoff to Pritchard. He's up the middle, and he's met, and he is finally brought down by the Eagle Mountain defense. They're going to credit Matthew Neal, the 5'11 junior, with the tackle. And we will get a timeout here, but we'll go ahead and stay with it. You know, we're kind of extending our bonus coverage here pretty soon, so I think in the mood we'll just do that. We'll do these for free for you. But if you're seeking a superior energy drink to replace those inferior caffeinated beverages, Dubby contains 0 maltodextrin, 0 artificial colors or dyes, and 0 proprietary blends. The coffee fruit extract is the star of this delicious drink, helping you to energize without the jitters of crash. Order Dubby using code PEAK1 and enjoy 10% off your order today. So looking like it might get really interesting here really soon, folks. If you're watching, make sure you're texting and telling your friends, you know, whether you're a student or a family member, you know, get as many people in here to watch the end of this one, because it could get real exciting real quick.
Interesting situation here. Like you don't want to run the ball and give it up. I mean, because you're not in a position to score if you're Bridgeport, but passing it, an incomplete pass saves another timeout for Eagle Mountain.
That is true. So we'll see Pritchard on the run, and he had one defender bounce right off of him and is finally brought down. Alrighty, and now it looks like we get the timeout by Eagle Mountain. So with about 31 seconds left, Eagle Mountain takes a timeout. They've brought a 4th and 2 upon the Bulls. So head coach Jeremy Mullins and head coach Aaron Cupp are both trying to think, how can we outsmart the other one?
Ross, I think this might be an interesting time to go aggressive here for Eagle Mountain. Go for that punt block, the block punt.
Yeah, certainly. And if anything, you're going to want the returners for the punt to know where the ball is in the air. That way they don't get caught off guard. So how does high school football work in overtime? Shelly Hastings asking. That's a great question. So my understanding is that, you know, it's a regular football game. I do not think that each team gets a chance. I think it'll be a coin toss to decide who gets the ball first, and then they play football. But I'll be honest, this is actually going to be our first, most likely our first overtime coverage. So there's a good chance that we're going to be learning right alongside you, Shelly, and we're just glad that you could join us. And thanks for getting in the chats and the comments. Make sure you let us know who you're supporting and rooting for. So we will get a punt from the Bulls, and it's muffed, and this one's picked up and muffed again. And oh boy. All right, so looks like Eagle Mountain did come up with it, but boy, talk about a close call on that one for Cameron Henderson. And we were just talking about it, right? We want to make sure that you know where the ball is so you don't give it up. Nevertheless, they came up with the ball, and now they've got their first down at about the 43-yard line. They do have a timeout left. They do have incredible talent in their receiving corps. Lots of speed. So I think if you're going to go deep, folks, this is probably where you're going to do it. Now they're showing 2 in the backfield with William. So they are going to run it. And oh my goodness, look at this. All the way up inside the 40, trying to get down. They get him down, and they'll call the timeout to stop the clock.
Ross, now that incomplete pass coming back to haunt Bridgeport because they saved Eagle Mountain that timeout.
Absolutely. Saved Eagle Mountain that timeout. That's the timeout that they saved. And so now we've got some discussion on the field. We'll see what's going on. Looks like maybe neither team has had a timeout taken off of the board. So this is probably just an official's timeout. And the coaches getting a little bit of talk in with their teams while they can. All right, so Bridgeport is going to do another favor for the Knights, calling the timeout with about 13 seconds left. So, Oh, he messed up. Okay, so it was the Knights. Okay, he pointed the way of the Knights. He said the Bulls. So don't worry, fans. Bulls fans, it wasn't your timeout. It was ours. The Eagle Mountain timeout. So with it being so close to the end of the game and tensions are high, I think we're going to go ahead and just stick with it here instead of taking the timeout. Coaches for Eagle Mountain out there having discussions with the officials. Big opportunity here for Eagle Mountain. No timeouts remaining. It might look like we're playing it a little bit safe here with the run. Williams handing off again out to the left side. 2 lead blockers this time, and he goes out of bounds is Terry Starks. So excellent heads up play there by Starks after the gain went out of bounds to stop the clock. We've got 9 seconds left, folks. And I guess the other question to think about, Ashton, is do you think they could be close enough on the next play, maybe get down and clock it to stop it, to kick the field goal?
Well, it looks like they're running the field goal out now, maybe. I don't know, 9 seconds is a long time, but not in high school. They're relying on a lot of 15 and 16-year-olds to make these decisions, and it looks like they're just going to play it safe and go
so
for
Jack Garcia back here to potentially win it for the Knights, and a timeout taken by Bridgeport. Okay, well, we get the idea. We'll go ahead and take a timeout too right here. We'll be right back. We've got 9 seconds left. Oh, wait. Nope. Delay of game is called on the Knights. So now that Jack Garcia kick just got a little bit harder. Bridgeport looking to block. Garcia looking to be accurate. This could be it, folks. And look at that. They've got a defender going back to potentially return, and it's blocked, and it's scooped. And he's running and going, and nobody's going to get him. And that's going to be it. He's going to get in the end zone for the touchdown. Talk about an exciting ending for the Bridgeport Bulls, and what a heartbreaker. What a heartbreaker for the Eagle Mountain Knights. Unbelievable play. So first, we had the delay of game on the Knights, unable to attempt the field goal to win it. And then they scooted it back. They retried for the field goal, and it's blocked. And then a scoop and score by the Bridgeport Bulls defense to end the game. It's a walk-off, folks. So that'll do it. It's going to be 16-10 for the Knights. And Ashton, I mean, what do you think?
I'm just disappointed we still don't know what the overtime rules are.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
What a shocking inning and exciting. Oh, man, you just think about missed field goal attempt early in the game, the turnover on downs, the maybe not a muffed punt, but the punt down here where Eagle Mountain gets it inside the 20, and just a lot of mistakes. I mean, I think Eagle Mountain should have had this game.
Yeah, man, I mean, hard to defend against what just happened, but we see all you guys in the chat. Everybody's kind of freaking out now, man. That was an excellent play call. To get back there, you know, putting those right players in the right positions to get back and make the block. And boy, they had 2 of them back there to block that from Jake Garcia. So that scoop and score was just phenomenal to watch. I'm going to definitely watch that replay. El Conquistador, shout out. Congrats to the Bulls. Great commentary. Thank you so much. Taryn, shouting out the Bulls. Glad to have you. Glad you guys could join us for tonight's game. Again, a heartbreaker at the end for the Knights, but boy, I don't think there's a better way to win if you're Bridgeport, and I'm sure Cindy would agree with me. So Thank you again, folks, for watching tonight. Make sure you follow Peak One Sports on all your social media platforms to stay up to date with the latest sports news and events. And make sure you tune in on Tuesday, where yours truly will be doing the Roscoe Fantasy Football Show live from No Frills in Arlington. Wednesdays, we have the sports page with a randomly rotating group of guys. Thursdays, we do our hockey show. Fridays, of course, is Friday Night Football. And Saturday, make sure you tune in tomorrow, folks. Big announcement coming on the leadoff with Tony and Ashton and Landon. So make sure you get on that. Your final score here in Fort Worth, the Bridgeport Bulls 16, the Eagle Mountain Knights 10. I'm Ross Bates. On behalf of Ashton Nix and Tony Nix and all of us here at the Peak One Sports Network, we thank you. We wish you a great weekend, and we'll see you next week with Friday Night Football live on the Peak One Sports Network.